Here are my top 6 games for the upcoming Week 12 NFL slate. Pick 6 by Rivas. Let's dive in. The first game I will talk about is the Green Bay Packers versus the Minnesota Vikings. This is a classic NFC North matchup. The Packers are 1-3 in the last 4 meetings against the Minnesota Vikings, and despite having a championship defense, this offense does have some question marks in terms of offensive line blocking, play calling, and even drop passes that is not really helping Jordan Love out. The Vikings have also struggled to get things going on offense with J.J. McCarthy at quarterback, which has led to Justin Jefferson crashing out on the sidelines. But KOC and Brian Flores know this Green Bay Packers team really, really well, and I can honestly see this being a defensive battle game. Jeff Hafley and Brian Flores are defensive-minded coaches, and I can see both coordinators causing a lot of stress and havoc to both quarterbacks and offenses on both sides of the ball. Despite J.J. McCarthy's struggles, I honestly see the Vikings keeping this game very, very close. On top of that, the Green Bay Packers are probably looking ahead on Thanksgiving against the Detroit Lions. I honestly do not trust the Green Bay Packers to cover the spread of 6.5, so I'm going to be taking the Vikings on this one and add extra points to that. Give me the Minnesota Vikings at plus 8.5, but I have the Green Bay Packers winning 24-17. Next, we have the Pittsburgh Steelers versus the Chicago Bears. The Bears are winners of 7 out of their last 8 games and will come back home after defeating the Vikings last week. The Bears have yet to be a team over 500, and despite them being 7-3 and first in the NFC North, I honestly don't think that they're actually a good team. The Steelers will be on the road where they are 2-2 and will continue to put the pedal to the metal in the AFC North race with the Baltimore Ravens creeping around. It's up in the air if Aaron Rodgers will play in this game with the wrist fracture that he has, but as someone that owns Chicago and will probably pop a couple perks on Sunday morning, I honestly think he should be a full go in this one. This would be a very big test for the Chicago Bears because in those 7 games that they have defeated teams, they have yet to be a head coach in the caliber of Mike Tomlin. And that is a big difference maker in this game. The Steelers do have the head coach advantage. I think this would be a very close game. I think this game will go back and forth. I still can't really trust this Bears team to beat a team over 500. I like the edge in this one for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Give me the underdog in this game. I got the Steelers to win this game outright, and I got the score 24-23. The third game that I like is the Kansas City Chiefs versus the Indianapolis Colts. The Colts have been one of the most surprising NFL teams this year with an 8-2 record, but in the last 2 weeks, Daniel Jones has thrown for 2 touchdown passes and 4 interceptions, but luckily, Jonathan Taylor has been saving this offense with nearly 300 rushing yards and 3 touchdowns in those last 2 weeks. The Colts are 2-2 on the road, and they now enter Chiefs Kingdom, where the Chiefs are actually 4-0 in the last 4 home games. I understand the Chiefs are on a 2-game losing streak, but with the Broncos pulling away in that division and the Chiefs potentially missing the playoffs, I do expect a better performance for them at home. Now, the Colts are well rested. They do have that bye advantage, but the advantage that the Chiefs have in this game is the home field, quarterback, head coach, defensive coordinator, and experience on their side. And whenever the Chiefs are pretty much down and out or it's getting close to playoff time, the Chiefs do tend to heat up. I do see this being a very tough game, but I do think that Mahomes does have a MVP-like caliber game in this one. I do like the Chiefs to win this game at home at a very close game. Give me the Chiefs to win outright, and I got the Chiefs winning 27-23. The fourth game that I like is the New York Giants versus the Detroit Lions. The New York Giants lost to the Green Bay Packers last week, and I honestly think they got very, very lucky to lose by 7 because the Green Bay Packers had multiple dropped passes and multiple dropped interceptions. The status of Dart is still questionable, but whether it's Jackson Dart playing or Jameis Winston, they will have a much easier time against this Detroit Lions defense than they did against this Green Bay Packers defense. This would be a very tough challenge for this New York Giants team as the Detroit Lions love to put up a lot of points on subpar teams. The Giants have been very, very poor against the run and below average in the past, in which I do believe that the Detroit Lions will take full advantage of that subpar defense. The New York Giants have scored 20 or more points in 4 of their last 5 road games. Meanwhile, the Detroit Lions have scored 24 or more points in every single home game. I honestly think this would be a very high-scoring game. I like a high-scoring affair. I like the Detroit Lions to win in this game, but I had the Detroit Lions 33, New York Giants 20. The fifth game that I like is the Atlanta Falcons versus the New Orleans Saints. The Atlanta Falcons come to this game on a 5-game losing streak and hope to snap that versus a lowly New Orleans Saints team. Michael Penix on the IR. We now have Kirk Cousins starting this game, and without Drake London, I do expect a heavy dose of Bijan Robinson. In the past month, The Atlanta Falcons pass defense has been giving up nearly 300 passing yards and have made Bryce Young look like a franchise-changing quarterback last week. For the Saints, they are coming off their bye to play at home, and Tyler Shough has actually looked pretty well the past few weeks. This feels like a game where both of these teams have pretty much lost hope in each other this whole entire season. Kirk Cousins will barely have any weapons, and the Saints have actually struggled to pull up points as of late. I do think this will be a very low-scoring game. I do think that the Falcons finally snapped that losing streak, but I'm going to go with under 39.5 for the over-under. Give me the Falcons 21, New Orleans Saints 17. And last but not least, we have the Dallas Cowboys versus the Philadelphia Eagles. The Eagles come to this game on a 4-game winning streak, and they are winners of 4 out of their last 5 road games. With wins against the Green Bay Packers and the Detroit Lions, the Eagles are actually one of the best teams in the NFC, despite scoring a total of 26 points in the last 2 weeks. For the Dallas Cowboys, as long as Dak Prescott is healthy and Lamb on one side and Pickens on the other, this team does not have any problem scoring up points. With Quinnen Williams being acquired by the Dallas Cowboys, I do expect a game plan for this Cowboys defense to stop the run, stop Saquon Barkley, and force Jalen Hurts to get into a shootout against Dak Prescott and Jerry World. These two seem to always battle it out, and it always seem like Dak Prescott loves to play against the Philadelphia Eagles. I do expect this game to be close. I do expect this game to go down to the wire, and I do expect this game to be very interesting. I do have the Philadelphia Eagles winning this game, 26-24. Give me the Dallas Cowboys to cover the +3 at home. That will be my last pick for Pick 6 by Rivas. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed the content, comment below on your predictions for Week 12. Don't be afraid to share and like this video. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Thank you so much, and catch you guys next week for a Week 13 Pick 6 by Rivas. Thank you so much. Catch you guys next time.